Hello, we are here now. Welcome to the 2024 GD World Tournament quarterfinals. France versus Argentina, two countries that in recent years have known each other very well. So obviously, yes, there's a little bit of beef between the two. But here we have these two players have. Wait, why did it do that? I think that's when I had to restart OBS, it reset the title. Yeah, you're right, it did do that. That sucks. Yeah, that was just a part of the crash. So, as we were saying, two countries that have known each other pretty well previously. Obviously, you know, there's not the greatest, but a GD World Tournament, we're all about, like, you know, more of a positivity. So this should be a great match. Both teams were able to get out of their group in a way that for Argentina, dramatic fashion. I mean, it was between them, Romania, and Germany. Two of those three were able to get out. Germany was the one left out. Argentina got to advance. For France, it's been pretty much smooth walking. They won their first match, got second in their second match, and then got first place again in their third match in order to finish with a like completely amazing 16 points out of a possible 18 points. Argentina, I believe, finished with 10 points and advanced on points difference and got second place in Group B. France won Group C. Over here, we have Push and Klops, and they will be playing Cooley Mazy Paloozy, a memory level that you probably didn't expect to see on GD World Tournament, did you? So here I'm going to introduce It's Electrics, our co-commentator.
Hi guys. You probably have no clue who I am, but you're awesome. Really excited to see how this whole matchup. A lot of history, not just in GD, but throughout the sports world.
Yeah.
In general.
So here we have Push and Klops, and believe none of them requested an interview. So I will undeafen anyway, as they do need to know what's going on. So hello, Klops and Push. I know that none of you wanted to be interviewed, but although you can hear us now.
Yes.
So let's get on to the level select screen now. And Push, you're just gonna finish your attempt, I'm guessing. Yep. I see that the level is up to date.
I wonder if
I don't know where it's from. Okay, so Push
red,
is now left their copy. They are going on to the main level. So I'll get my hand on the timer, and we'll get ready to play. Oh wait, why is it doing? Check. There you go. That's why. Looks better now. So
yes.
On a countdown of 3, 2, 1, go. We will begin the level. And so here we have a level that's well, hard for me to explain because it's, you know, entirely memory.
Quite literally memory. Exactly.
So I would just like to go over the players that we have here, since we could just get the level started while we do this.
Yes.
We have Push, who is 355 on the stats viewer. They have completed Limbo, and that's they're like almost in the top 50 in the leaderboard and have over 4,000 demons. We got a 40% run here from Klops. You can see that Klops is 249 in the stats viewer, and guess what their hardest is? It's also Limbo.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because this is a memory level, and both of them have their hardest as memory.
Push didn't beat
Kind of like
Limbo.
their forte, I guess, when playing this game.
That was
It'll
some
be
sort of
interesting.
message. I do not know what it was.
It'll be interesting. Very interesting.
So, our qualifying percent is set to 48. The way this works is a little bit different than our past matches. So we have our first qualifying run from Push. So I will comment about that after they receive their points, as we have Klops approaching qualifying percent right now as well.
Yup.
So both of them are entering the latter stages of the level, setting the tone, as it's very important, as this results matter here. It's not just an adding of the points. It is whoever wins the most. If it's a tie, then we go off of total points. If you win, you get 1 point. If you don't, you get nothing. We got a death from Klops at 76. The spreadsheet should update now. And we got 94,
94
from Push.
Dang, I didn't see
But that is the lead for France,
Yep.
pretty narrowly. But you can see their percentages are right trailing each other. So as long as if Push can win by 1, it's like almost as good as winning by 1,000.
Exactly.
Not quite though, because if it's tied 2-2, we will take who won by the most, as is what happened yesterday, where we had a 2-2 in the series. But South Korea ended up advancing to the semifinals. Speaking of South Korea, the winner of this match will be playing South Korea. Can you believe that? That is pretty exciting. In like a few weeks.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Klops and Push are once again in qualifying. So
They are back in qualifying. So,
more points on the board here.
that's very important. They're at that second break here. Now Push has entered that second break. It says get ready. They should be getting ready right now, as this is a very tough level I've heard.
Yeah,
like
looks like Popsy said in the chat that the last 10% is the hardest part. So.
the last 10% is the hardest part. So that's also worth mentioning.
Right, and Pops is getting there and Push. Oh, 94.
94, the same place that Push died at. That's probably a choke point, but Push is advancing up to the last straight
And
fly.
there's a
They have
victory.
gotten our first completion of the stream.
That's gonna be really important, getting past that last 10%.
So if you look down, the total points are going to be the so it says 244 to 170, which is the same you see here. They're going to add from this stream to the next, like this event to the next, to the next, to the next, right? And
yes.
That's going to decide, as I said, on tiebreaker. But we really want to pay attention to who's winning, because it's going to be, it should go down to the end. Hopefully, that would be very exciting if it does.
Yep.
We have a kind of reset attempts for both of them. I don't think they got crazy far. So for those who've never seen one of our streams, just the way to get scoring, you get the qualifying percent set to 48. If you get 47% on this level, you get nothing. If you get 48, you get 48 points. And same applies for the percentage you get up to 99. At 100, you get a bonus 50 points. 150 as to encourage you to beat the level more.
Because level is
very important.
A very important part of, and it looks like Klops has got qualifying again.
So that's going to be important, as if they get past 74 here, that will give the lead back to Argentina.
Exactly.
So 71, 72, 73, 74. They have taken back the lead, despite having 0 completions. The question is by how much. This will put, it will be 83. So that's going to, be like 9 points, right?
Yeah, something like
that. Yep, 9 points difference. Klops is in the lead by.
Still got 15 minutes, so anything can happen between. There's. Push got to get into that qualifying percent again, and there we go. Now back in it, and looks like that lead back past the threat.
There's 2 more commands that the title did not reflect. There's exclamation mark players and exclamation mark hosts. I would use those commands
also on
as
another
well.
qualifying run. Push is still going.
Push is still going. Really reaching the last 10.
So
it's gonna go down to, like, if they can both beat it, then Argentina will maintain their lead. However, Push does have like a few seconds ahead, so we'll have to see how this affects. So we have a completion for Push.
But Klops is coming back with his qualifying run, so.
That's 141. If they complete the level, they take the lead again. If they do not, regardless of even if it's 99, they'll still be trailing.
Exactly. That's how important it is to get a completion
is necessary. Let's see if 94 has been giving them a very hard time. Can they get past 94? They do get past 94. And back down to the last straight fly, and a completion for Klops, giving Argentina back the lead. If this plays anything like the World Cup final did a couple of years ago, Argentina will win these first 2 sets, and France will win the next 2, and it'll go down the difference at the end.
Yep.
If the fate is set to change, then that is not what will happen.
Exactly. Yep. We're within 9 points again, and Push here again with another qualifying run.
Welcome, Makuna-kun. How does it feel to see your level be absolutely destroyed on stream that you probably figured you would not even see on a competitive match ever?
That must be a crazy feeling. Right, Push still going with this qualifying run, reaching the last 25%, and it looks like Klops is getting back up there with qualifying again, so very back and forth between. Definitely. Yep, Klops reached the qualifying percent. Push at the last 10%.
Last 10%, so, and they died. So, Klops could make it very interesting here, as they could take a, nearly a, well, it would be like a qual run lead, like depending on where it is, which, we could have to go down to buzzer beaters. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
That'll be pretty entertaining if we get that. We have 82, which means they're winning by 1. Oh, no, it's not. My bad.
Yeah, no.
231.
Oh, no, we put it on the wrong. No, we put it on the wrong one.
No, it was Klops. Klops died there, so.
Yeah, there's a 1 point
you're right.
difference.
Yeah, 1 point difference. See, I was right.
You were right, yeah. So Klops is now winning by 1. Both of them are in the first 20%.
1 point difference. How much more exciting can that possibly get?
I know. We still got 11 minutes. Really, anything can happen.
Yeah, right now Argentina could still take it. We've seen a lot of bone leads. We have a 33% death. That's not good.
Right. Well, they're both back at the start, so.
That kind of resets them. That's kind of a weird thing where it's like dying right before qualifying is like the worst possible thing that could happen to you because of the way that time is set up.
Exactly.
So you're definitely gonna want to be able to pull this off as taking. I mean, Canada did win their first match yesterday and lost the series, but like it still is like a fact that winning game one, I think like in other sports, it's like winning game one gives you like they say it gives you like a 60 like to 70% chance of winning the series. It's bigger here because you only have to win thrice instead of 4 times.
Exactly.
So game one is even more important.
Hit the ground running for the like Klops once again back at qualifying. Exactly what Klops can do.
Klops is definitely going to want to make a lot out of this percent as they have hit the get ready. Hopefully they're ready, as I was saying before. If they're not ready, that's not good because
Push is not far behind, reaching that qualifying.
They're about to reach it right now, right off that awesome thingy, the step thing that they have.
Staircase thingy, yep. Klops reaching that final 10%.
Like
once
gives
again.
you like 10 million.
89 from Klops.
It gives you like 10 million jumps.
All right, so Klops has now got ahead by 90 points, but here can completely just play that lead.
Very exciting stuff here. We have a very important run here as getting past 90 will take the lead
10%.
back for France. They have taken back the lead. So if they can get a completion here, that would give them a 60-point lead, which it does. They are currently up by 60. Very important here, as that is a little bit beyond the qualifying, meaning that like they could still end up doing well. Very likely, if they keep beating the level, it's just gonna go down to who messes up at this point because they've been tight the whole time.
And it looks like Klops has got another qualifying run. So give it here. And in getting a good qualifying run here, will take the lead back for Argentina.
That might be true, but these are also both Limbo victors. I think you weren't here for that part, so this is probably like nothing to them in comparison to Limbo.
So I did hear that one of them might not have been.
Was it not?
Like that.
Did you make a mistake?
Did I? I don't know.
He made the calculations. If it was his stuff, then it's all on him.
I looked up both of them. What? Push says Zodiac. Okay.
Stupid me. I guess Push beat Zodiac as the hardest.
Yeah, no. Mind.
Well, anyways, Push is at qualifying. Klopp's got a completion.
Huge.
We are now at a point they must get past 90 to take back the lead. That's a lot of. Oh yeah, that's probably shouldn't let that slide.
Hey, well, let's see what Push can make of this. How to reach the last 10%. So.
Well, they have taken the lead now, and 94 again. So that's going to be a 4-point lead for Push.
Seems like 94 is
about as close as it can get. 728, 724. Not too far away here. We have
exactly. Klops is getting back to that qualifying percent. Back the lead. There we go.
So I just randomly sent a message out, basically asking like, "Hey, do you have any interest of hosting a match?" And like, that must have been so random to get that.
Oh yeah, I remember I was just like hanging out, just tell me like, "Hey, you wanna?" I do.
Yeah.
Here we are.
So we have a deep run from Klopp's stream, who is giving us some lag, although it's a little bit better now.
Yeah, might be a little. Here we go. Are we getting past 94? 94. All right. And there you go.
There you go.
Another completion.
That
for
is
Klops.
the completion for Klops to put them up
pretty
by.
well in the
But
lead.
Push is at qualifying.
That is true.
They're now at like opposite ends of the level.
Exactly.
Which is going to be interesting, because it might be, if they keep playing, like they might like always have one person at qualifying. Not quite, but like it's just going to be alternating instead of them battling. There's kind of like 2 ways this could happen. The 4-way match, it's like even more hectic, but since it's just like 2-way, you kind of have more time to just like focus on each one of them.
Oh very, very close match here. There we go, another completion for Poosh. This puts him back in the lead by 4 points.
Yep, another 4-point lead here. That's going to make it very important. We only have 6:23 left to go, as that will decide how this will end up turning out.
Yep, and Flops once again reaching 9%. This.
A trip to the semifinals on the line, not on this match alone, but over the course of the stream, we will find out who will be entering the semifinals, the final four. Today we have 7 countries left. After today, there will be 6 left, competing to be GD World Champions.
Oh, it looks like 69% for Klops. So.
69 for Klops. That's gonna be 65 point.
That definitely that shortens the lead though. Where Klops has been by about 140. Not getting the complete. We're just about 5 minutes in. 5 minutes left, sorry. Match is still staying very strong. It's heating up, actually. Just once again at past qualifying. Very, very deep run here for Pooh.
Very important stuff from Push here.
Exactly. Needs this completion in order to take the lead back.
No, he doesn't.
Klops is back in qualifying.
Oh, yeah, he does, because, like, they're both in qualifying.
Yep. Both of them are qualifying.
So you need like a Klops like death plus a completion to like take the
And there we go.
So we have a completion from Push, which is gonna temporarily put them at an 85-point lead. It's a good chance of changing, but we'll see what could happen.
Yep.
I'm trying not to use like commentator curse friendly language because I always feel bad. So he did take the lead, so it was not a commentator curse, right? So
yeah.
They're up by 2 points now. Exactly. 2 points. So there's 1 point now. It's 2 points.
I know. This is really.
This is ridiculous. We only have 4:22 left to go. Not a lot of time left. We're gonna have to figure out how this will end up. Who will be taking the first set? This is one of the closest sets we've ever had.
4 minutes left. Still a lot of time left for anything to happen. On this level, I think it's only about a minute.
It's a 20-minute match, so it's between 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, that's definitely good to get a couple complete. Top of things. Both of them are in qualifying runs. How the point? Up.
So we have Push trying to make sure that they're in a good spot, but once they get the completion, Klops will be able to override that, and if they keep playing perfectly, it'll be down to time. If the clock hits 0 when Push is on the level complete, but Klops isn't, then Push could actually steal the win in the end, but I don't really have the mental math capacity to be able to figure that one out.
Right,
so
Push completion, but in the last 5%, past 94.
Yeah, it's like a 10-second difference. So there's like pretty much, if they keep beating the level, Klops has it in hand as long as the time doesn't act up, because that could happen. Yep. These players have been so consistent at the level. This always happens. They always get better towards like the second half of these matches.
You're right. Still very close together, so. Both of them reach qualifying. Again, it just comes down to guys first. Guys first, and very detrimental.
It wouldn't be the greatest thing. So, and Argentina is very much gonna want to take this as France are group winners. Beating France isn't something a lot of people have been able to do. In fact, they have died at 43. They have died at 43. This is huge for France.
This is huge. Push needs this completion.
This is very, very important
in order to get that significant lead.
You can now see that the big gap, there was 43, which is not good, as they will need to be able to pull off like probably both completions here.
Yeah,
could they fit?
5%.
Could they fit? No, I think they could only fit like They can fit this and another completion.
There.
Push can actually fit 2 more completions
Push
here.
just got the complete.
So if Push beats the level, like if Push just doesn't die for the rest of it, they will win.
Yeah, Push.
Because I don't think the level's over 1:30. I think they're gonna have enough time to restart, play one more attempt.
Yeah. So it looks like Klops has got another qualifying. Klops needs this completion in order to match alive and be able to play again.
That's true. So we will see how this goes. Just about a minute left, little over a minute to go. How will this end up being? We have Klops towards the ending. Can he take that very important 2-point lead? We have a death from Push, meaning that they can only have one more completion, meaning that the game is now actually in Klopp's hand. If they could beat this level and beat it again, we could have a victory margin by 2, because Push will not have the amount of time to be able to get this next attempt. A completion here will give Argentina the win.
Yeah, exactly. Needs this completion, and if Klops dies at basically any point.
Well, no, they still have the 31 seconds to die, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. If Push makes it,
so
we'll
we have just a 2-point gap separating Push and Klops. Just one of those 94 deaths becoming 100 would have been enough to change the round completely. Exactly. But we have Push entering qualifying.
Yep. Klops not too far behind.
Klops isn't too far behind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The time is up. Time is up.
Last attempt for both players.
If Push beats the level and Klops dies, actually, if Klops dies at all, I believe Push will win, just because Push is currently ahead. Exactly. So if Push gets a completion, that's all they can do. This could be a match decided by 2 points if they both beat the level, which would be incredible.
This is crazy.
This is ridiculous. This would be one of the closest. We had a match decided by 6 points yesterday, and I thought that was insane. 76 from Klops, and Push has completed it, and France have taken the first of the 2 matches.
That's
France
crazy.
have won.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's wild.
72-point margin is all it took. A late death from Argentina. And now, here's the thing. Because Klops kept it close, our points difference isn't too far back. So as long as, if Argentina can take the next 2 out of 3 and have one of those players dominate the other player, they probably could still advance. As for France, you just have to win 2 of these next 3 to guarantee progression, just 1 of the next 3 to give yourself a chance. And obviously if you lose all 3, then you lose.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, we have a ridiculous ending to what is kind of a ridiculous level, a little bit. So, ridiculous in a cool way, though.
That was very, well done to both of you. That was very entertaining.
Well done.
That's very
1478 to 1406. Our next level will be darkened by Bionox. However, before we enter that, we must enter a 5-minute break.
Guys,
so
5 minutes.
We will see you in those 5 minutes. There is no post-match interview, as both players did not requested not to have an interview. So we will see you then.
All right. Later.
Should you be tapping the Discord, or be the Discord audio muted?
Well, we are back with our next match, which will be held between Food and Cat. This will be on Darkened, which honestly I'm gonna let Electrix explain more about this level, since I believe you beat it, right?
I have beaten this.
You have beat this level.
We can do that commentary.
So we'll do that during
the match.
so let's just go over the players a little bit. So we have Bood and we have Cat. Both, I believe both have played, but importantly, I'm going to undeafen as Bood has requested an interview. Hello, Bood. Cat's not.
Hello.
So, since I believe you're our only France player that agreed for an interview, so I'll probably ask questions generally about the team.
Yes.
So when you were first asked onto GD World Tournament, how was that like? Did you think you'd be in this far, with the potential chance to go to the semifinals, or what? Feel pretty confident?
Well, we had done previous tournaments before, so I really thought we had high chance of getting past the first step, which we did, so that was nice. But we always failed at the second step, so this one,
right.
I'm a bit less confident.
Yeah, because you played in DLWC. You all played in Group Stage Simulation 1, and that also actually didn't really go that well for you guys, if I'm not mistaken. You also kind of got unlucky, because I think Rose lost by 6 points or something on one of them. But
yeah, but that was not in our favor.
When it comes to how about with this tournament, how have you felt about just playing in this? Is it actually fun to play these levels over and over again, or does it get really boring?
Yeah, I think it's pretty fun. I mean, I kind of stopped playing the game since last year, so I picked up the game only for this tournament, and I just like playing levels over and over again.
Yeah.
No, I just think it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Is there when it comes to team friend, is there an experience or something that you'd like to share that either something happened on stream or off stream with you or your team that you think would be cool for the chat to know?
Well, for the previous round, that was funny because Draxit left to go to Team Child and said that he would destroy us.
Yeah.
And Team
Child. And got placed in the same
and
group.
In the end,
they got third. You got first. Yeah, I guess that's pretty funny.
So for us, that was kind of funny. For us, that was pretty satisfying.
So, yeah, I guess that would probably do it for that portion of the interview. We will head to the level screen, both of you, and refresh the level to make sure that you didn't use level edit on the level. Level's up to date.
Yep.
It's not giving a mark. Can you just delete the level, Cat? Oh, there you go. Level's up to date. So
thanks, Boo, for the interview.
So you can mute now, Boo. Thanks for the interview.
You're welcome. I do have to mute myself or something?
For the match.
Okay.
Don't deafen though.
Okay.
So, we will now get ready with the match, and we will give more information as we start. So let's get ready on the countdown of 3, 2, 1, go! So, so let's go over the players, as I didn't really want to discuss all of their accomplishments.
I did double check them this time, so they should be correct.
Over the mouse here, so let's fix that.
Yeah.
In this case, I'll let you do them. Actually.
All right. Yeah, sure. So first up, we've got Bood, who is 149 currently on the Point of Great Stats viewer. Artist is Walter White, and he currently has 160 extremes. Pretty insane number. And the other side, we've also got Cat. That is 101 on the stats viewer. So
just barely,
just
not top
shy
100.
of top 100. Artist is the Hallucination, and so they have 25,000 stars and 130 extremes. Their extreme count is actually very similar. So they might be very similar in skill as well.
So yeah,
It'll be really interesting.
so as for Darkened, so I have barely played Darkened. Kind of cutting out, move the mic closer.
Am I? Sorry.
Guess we can move a little bit closer.
Move a little closer there. Is that better?
I reduced the noise gate from the last break, but I'll have to reduce it again for this one. So
Yeah.
I guess do you want to say like a little bit of that again? Like, so we have a run here though from Bood, right about
exactly.
approaching the
And there it
end,
is.
and that was a weird. It looked like it was speed hacked. Trust me, it's not. Discord does that
It's just
sometimes.
Discord being a little silly.
So we have 69 from Cat. There's a little bit of difficulties, but we are going right now. So as I said, he has beaten this level. I have
Yes.
not.
I
So
know
you
how
can
to-
probably
I know how this
provide
level
some
works.
info on what's annoying, what's good, what's bad.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
Kinda.
I have a good bit of experience. So I think the hardest part about this level is probably the ending. The part after Desticy, the part that Bood is at right now. Everything past
That looks so
Desticy
cool.
it is really cool. By the way, he is at qualifying. Both of them are at qualifying.
Both at
which is
qualifying.
interesting. But once you get to this wave, I think this is probably the hardest part of the level.
You got
Either
a
that-
death from Cat.
Yep. Either that or the pre-drop. And I think the pre-drop gets... if I remember. Parts are a little bit chunky. That's about it. Yeah, I think a lot of the timings in this level get extremely consistent. Like Bood here is...
Bood does
nice.
get a
That's
completion.
2 completions in a row for Bood, which is...
I mean, if France wins this, then Argentina is in a really tough spot because they will have to sweep the last 2, or else they will have no chance of winning.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd say probably the hardest part about Darken is the ending. So I think as long as both players can get to qualifying percentage often, I think can definitely happen as long as you pass the pre-drop. I think this could go for a very interesting race.
I'm just gonna say just like be a little bit louder, I guess.
Okay, I can try.
I could try and fix the... So we have a run from we have a run. Both of them are pretty early on in the level, though. So we'll have to see how that goes. We just like maybe that'll fix it.
Hopefully.
So we right now the score is 300 to 133. I don't think we've ever had a deficit this large in our last round. So if France wants to be able to nearly ensure their passage to the next round, a dominant win here would do that, as you know, that could potentially put them in a Argentina in a really tough spot.
Exactly. Yep.
So not too much going on right now here. We still have we have Bood at
There's about to reach qualifying.
about to reach qualifying.
There it is. Reaching this part of Desticy, which is a very good looking part. So.
Yeah, it just looks confusing. I don't know. Kind of confusing.
Yep. Bood is at the hardest part of the level, I think. So as long as he can, you know, pass this part, then I think he's got a good shot at victory once again. By the looks of it, there it is.
That's the completion.
Another completion.
That is gonna make it very hard for Cat.
Oh yeah.
And
But as long as Cat can, as long as Cat can, you know, consistently make it to Desticy's part, I think.
oh no, Discord
There's a good
streams.
chance.
There you go.
There we go. Is my voice sounding a little better? I'm trying to stay closer and speak a little bit louder, so hopefully it's working better.
Hopefully, if anyone wants to comment on stream stuff, you can always free to mention that.
Exactly. All right. Well, Bood is once
It's a
again
very
at
tough
Desticy's
situation
part,
for
so-
Argentina, as you know, they have not gotten a completion yet.
Yep.
Bood is at qualifying again, which is going to boost their lead to around the 400s, and you know this could end up being quite a big deal here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, as I said, if basically
Right.
one,
Cat is at
because this is what
qualifying,
happened
which is
last
huge.
time, is that one dominant match sometimes can actually spell the end, because what this will mean is that, like, you know, like
There's a
442.
There's a death for Cat.
That would mean that Argentina would have to win
Still
by
points, though.
200 twice, basically, for the rest of the game. And we're not even halfway done with the level yet, with the time yet. Like, we actually basically just started.
Yeah. Both of them at the first 30%. We're basically very close together now, only within like 5%, which is pretty good. Both of them are at Destiny, and it looks like Cat reached qualifying, and by the looks of it, Bood does as well. So.
Oh my God! What is that chat message? All I see is BMW.
That's a qualifying death for Cat. So that's some points on the board at least.
That is points on the board, which, as I said, they mostly want to play damage control. If they can, if they can manage to lose narrowly again, that would actually not be the worst deal, because they could just win like one of their last two in convincing fashion and still secure their ticket to the semifinals. But I wouldn't be lying if I said that that's going to be pretty hard and pretty challenging right now for Argentina.
Right. Yeah. Cat's got a huge lead to have to take back. So
we have a death from Bood. I don't know how far that was.
Oh, and that's a death for Cat as well. But Cat got I think around 60%, which is at least more points on the board. So
it is more points on the board.
Shortens the lead. No, even if it's a little bit, still shortens the lead. So. Yeah, looks like Bood has absolutely no problems with the first half of this level, which is very important, I think, because the second half is the harder one. So there we go, Bood another qualifying, and Cat not too far behind, also reaching qualifying, which is definitely huge because Argentina's got a bit of a lead to catch up on, and there's a death from Bood. As long as Cat can stay alive, this lead can be heavily shortened, which is necessary, to say the least.
Very necessary. I mean, just holding your own on matches like this are very important, because I mean, let's just say it's like if they lose by like 1,000, it means that Argentina would have to win by 500 twice.
Yep. Which
is very difficult to do, and as for the reason we do it like this, it's instead of just having like 5 levels best of 3, we want to keep the incentive to win by a lot, because it's I mean, that's how we kept score for like the longest time in GD World Tournament.
Right.
So the other thing is that if their team wins their first 3 matches, it means you have like 2 like dud matches. In this case, it just means we have 1 dud match, which I'd rather not have like matches that, you know, don't matter.
All right. Well, it looks like Cat is reaching qualifying again, which is going to be important because Bood had a death almost at qualifying. So if Cat can get this completion, we can shorten the lead once again to make it within 100, which would be very good. But it looks like Bood. Yep, there it is, qualifying for Bood. So
very important stuff there.
Cat needs this completion. And there it is. Nice. Good job, Cat. Oh, and Bood also did have a death, so yeah, the lead is definitely cut short by a large margin. Now we're within close to 150. So
because we don't really have like
there's no background noise really.
It's still usually
both players are roughly in the exact same spot, by the way. Just pointing out, oh, death from Bood right before qualifying too.
So you can see though, look at the scores though right now.
I know.
Cat has really pushed it back.
Bood had a very strong start, but it's now kind of falling back a little bit. That's a death from Cat, but that's still qualifying, so we get some points on the board.
We have 9 minutes left, though. We have, just a little over a completion lead. But look at Cat. Cat's been playing way better. We're talking about all these things like as if it was a done deal. It is not a done deal. Though, Bood is approaching qualifying and making it to 50 would make it harder. Exactly. But right now it's at an 80 point difference, which is not a lot. And I'm pretty impressed with Cat because I'm pretty sure it was like like 400 at one point.
Yeah.
So we have a qual death for Bood pretty early on, meaning that we are down to a 1 completion game.
Pretty much, yeah.
140.
Cat just needs 1 completion, and we're back in a very tight match once again, just like the first match. Yeah, we all just have to see how Bood
I have
does.
a 41 devastating death for Argentina there.
That is because that is almost qualifying, but not quite there. All right, and we got another qualifying for Bood, so that this will definitely widen the lead once again between the two. Matter of how much, depending on how Bood's run goes, and whether or not Cat can take it back, because it looks like Cat's getting pretty close again. So. Oh, that's a far death for Bood, so still increasing the lead for France, but Cat is once again at qualifying, so it won't be for very long.
No, it won't be. I mean, there's definitely, definitely a lot going on here, though a completion for Cat would make the deficit way less. But even so, regardless, we will go back to a 1 completion game. But
exactly.
I'm sure Cat's going to want better than that as they are approaching the ending, which will be very, very important here.
Very important.
On the last
There
jump,
it is.
they have gotten a completion, which pulls it back to, well, it's going to be in like the 60s. Yeah, 64-point difference now.
Yeah.
Look at this, 910 to 846. Argentina's pushing back here.
Yep, and Bood looking really nice right now, getting to the end.
At the current pace, if Argentina keeps doing this, they will be able to take the round because Bood has been pretty hot. However, we have a run that's going pretty late for Bood, which is going to put the match in a very much tougher position as they have gotten the very important completion to put them back up by 214.
Like Bood may have gotten his groove back, got his consistency back with the ending of the level, because he was dying pretty far in for quite a bit there. Oh. Just under 7 minutes left. France only in the lead by about a completion and a half, so Argentina can definitely take back this lead. Very important going into the future matches. The Cat's got another qualifying
Yeah, it would be
run.
unbelievably important because if we, it would pretty much like level out the difference because the last match was so close. It was like 71, 72 points difference.
Yeah.
You can see our total score has France at 25-38.
Oh, and that's a far death for Cat.
We have a far death for Cat, and Bood is still going.
Yep, so Bood. Another death. Death for Bood. There we go.
What does that say?
Keeps the lead very...
Some
I have no
devices, better monitors, better computers.
Awesome. That you can read that, I can't.
I can somewhat read Spanish.
Gotcha. I can somewhat read French.
Yeah, you can somewhat read French, so...
That's both sides taking
taken
care of. Alright, well, look at that.
Just
Cat,
not gonna.
once
He's
again,
just. I can't
qualifying.
really speak Spanish that well. He's not really, and he might be decent at speaking French. I don't know. I haven't seen him try, but I feel like.
I'm gonna make a fool.
Yeah,
of myself
he might make a fool of himself in front of the French audience.
Oh, that's
so
a far death for Cat.
probably not the
Bood
greatest
is still
idea.
going. Bood is still going.
Oh, there was a little bit of a freeze in the stream, but we are back, and another freeze, and that was a death.
Death for
That was
Bood.
at like 70-ish, which is
like
gonna be a
72.
huge deal, as that is going to put. I couldn't tell if that death was at qual.
Cat. I think it
Push
was
is saying
before.
there was a miss 50%. Really? Yeah, we'll definitely have to look at that during the break.
Yeah, definitely we will.
If the rest of the
take a look
chat
at it.
also saw that, you could confirm that there is a 50 points, because that would make sense. Because it's kind of like, how is like Argentina storming back like this? But like, I would rather like if somebody could try and confirm that as soon as possible, because I don't want this match to be decided by like 50 points and then like Argentina think that they win and then have it stolen from them.
Yep. We've got another qualifying for Bood, which is going to be very good in order to keep this match alive. Oh, never mind. Like like Bood died, but I'm not exactly sure where because the stream was a bit frozen a little bit, so I couldn't really see.
That's not on me, that's on them, Klops. You see they're still moving.
Yeah.
I see Skinny is here.
It's a bit unfortunate
GD World Tournament competitor.
to have it freeze, but
how's it
what are you
going?
gonna do?
See, a lot of the other players are
Cat's
here right
back
now
at
too.
Desticy's part, so We are qualifying for Cat.
Yeah, can we get qualifying for Bood though? Because Bood is kind of approaching that range here, and he has gotten to qualifying here as well.
It is, yeah, and both of them are approaching the hardest part of the level, I think, this ending. Oh, and that's a death for Bood at the wave, so that's qualifying points for France. But it's like Argentina is about to reach final stretch, and once we pass this last jump,
and
there it is.
Argentina gets the completion, pulls it back a little bit more.
Just a little.
Down to minus 188, but there's 326 left to go.
Yeah, Cat is bit by bit just slowly decreasing the lead for France. So Cat can keep this up. There's only 3 minutes left, so Cat can keep this up and pull up with a couple other victories, and Argentina will be set.
That's true. So our break will be extended to 7 minutes. It'll say 5, and I'll click on like add minute twice. I think that's like a command that you can have on there. So,
you can? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we'll have a 7-minute break, and that will just be to take care of the footage.
Oh, you're
right.
right.
So we have a late death for Cat. So
do.
that brings it within a completion. A death here is going to make things interesting. However, we might end up being to the point where we're going to have to look at that footage, as that will kind of decide what ends up happening. So
you're right.
If it's within like 50 or so, 50, 60 or so, as an Argentina win.
Dynamite's right. It is literally cat versus dog. So.
Oh my God! How did I not make that joke? Okay, you know what? I'm done with this.
Okay. All right. Taking this over. All right. Hey guys. Now it's just me. All right, guys. So looks like Cat's got another qualifying run, and Bood is about to get another completion, which is gonna be huge. Yeah. Put hashtag Team Cat versus Team Dog. So. All right, that's another completion for Bood.
That's enough of that.
Another completion for Bood.
It's a Bood completion?
Bood completion.
Huge deal there, because that's almost making it oh, you're right. So Cat could probably fit in another 2 completions. Bood could probably also fit another 2 completions. So if Bood gets like a fail here or something, then we might actually have to go to the end, and honestly the result might end up being reversed. Which I would feel really bad, because I don't think that's ever happened before, but it very well might happen.
It really depends, honestly.
Obviously it wasn't my doing.
Hashtag Team Patrick. Okay,
I see. I see how it is. Follow my Twitch.
Alright, well we got Bood.
I'll
We've got Bood in qualifying.
Freaking command for you guys. There you go. Follow us.
That's me. Oh, it looks like Bood had a far death. Oh, that's at least some points on the board for France, but it looks like Cat's at qualifying.
We don't really do. I mean, I don't do face cam streams often, but maybe I could return to face cam streams.
I don't do them like ever.
Yeah, just like probably like your. When was the last time you've done a face cam stream?
Never.
Ever. This is your first time. Wait, is this like a face reveal for like a lot of people?
Maybe. Well, I've done face reveals before.
Like on Discord.
Yeah.
So we have a deep run from Cat, and if Bood can get to qualifying though, let's see, does Bood make it? He does make it to qualifying.
Cat completed.
Cat gets a completion. So. That's gonna push the difference down to 43 points.
And that's a death.
And Bood gets a death. So
that's like one of the hardest.
Oh God! Wait, no, this might. Oh no! If there really is a missed run, then they might win by 3.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
Oh no! That might actually happen.
Oh, these by the way, they're at like nearly the exact same point right now.
They are. So
looks like we got 3 seconds
for what
left,
I was saying, just any qualification of any kind will win it for France.
All right, last attempt for both players.
This will win it for France right here with its clock set to 0, and they have.
All right.
France has taken it because they get 150, and like it wouldn't be enough because it'd be like the most they could get is like
Right.
So that does it. France takes number 2, and that's a death for Bood. So a Cat could pull it up way closer, and they don't. They get 70, not. So that will do it for that round.
Very interesting matchup.
So regardless, Bood, we didn't end up in that scenario because I'm pretty sure the extra points were supposed to be for Bood, and so it might be a little bit more, but we'll see.
Yeah, we can always.
So
always
that does it. Since Bood did agree to an interview for the pre-match, I will also ask for a post-match interview. So, Bood, how are you feeling?
Let's go! Okay, I'm kind of happy. I thought I did way worse
Well,
than 1,600 points. But
okay.
yeah, very
What
happy.
kind of ended up happening is that you started very hot, and Cat necessarily like you started hot and cooled off a little bit, and Cat started cool but heated up.
Yeah.
But you were just like a little bit
Oh.
more hot at the beginning, so you were able to take that at the end. But it was a close margin. It was another close margin, which means that
Wow.
you know our next match, if France wins this next match, they are going to the semifinals no matter what.
Exactly. Yep.
So, Nance, I wouldn't speak that much about Argentina. Argentina is also a great team. They were responsible for knocking Germany out of the tournament. Germany's a very talented team, and a lot of people
100%.
thought they would be this far, and Argentina actually outperformed them. So I wouldn't go around like calling them like truly like a bad team. No, they're also a great team too.
Wait, I didn't
Someone,
get
it was
it.
just someone
What
in
do you
chat.
mean we were getting
It was just talking in chat.
Yeah, but we.
So
I heard you said we got into semifinal directly.
So if you win this next match, so you right now the result is 2-0, right?
Yeah, of course.
And if you can make it 3-0, then on the fourth level it should be 3-1, and you'd be guaranteed to win. So we are going to enter a 7-minute break since you actually have a completion that, or not completion, a qualifying run that may or may not have been missed around 50%. So you can help us with that, that'd be appreciated. I'm not going to be dealing with that. That's going to be the staff and server. So I am going to go on break for 7 minutes, and then when we come back, I gotta. Yeah, we will be in our next level. So I will see you then.
Yeah. Right. Well done to both players. And we'll see you guys.
All right.
We're back.
We are back here, and we will be playing our next level with Netsi and TGM05, both playing Knight Rider. Oh, here the streams. So,
Cool.
let's pull up some. So obviously this is a level I don't know much about, other than the fact that this level took like 1 billion years to make. I remember being like so hyped over previews for this level. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait for.
This is a huge level.
Like I can't.
Don't do this yet.
Yeah.
This is a very important level in the GDWT.
Yeah, it's not as maybe famous for like anymore as it was, but like trust me when I say this was like the talk of the community at one point. Like everybody was talking about when Knight Rider was gonna release, and
this level's got a lot of history.
remember this caramel part, like not this caramel part, but like the part before it was like not even in the level. It used to be like a 15-second long cutscene, and apparently like people hated that, so because they like took away caramel gameplay that he already had, and then it was like a whole drama. There's a lot of stories about this level.
Exactly.
But I will undeafen as I don't. Do we have any interviews for this one? I don't think we do, actually. No interviews here.
Okay.
So we pretty much can go right to the match. So, hello, welcome. Okay, you both go on to the level starting screen. I'll just wait for TGM to. Scooby-Doo. Someone's soundboard on here.
Awesome.
Don't use soundboards, Discord people. There's a lot of you guys in the background.
Okay. Ready to go?
So, this is gonna be 30 minutes of Knight Rider. So this is the only one that isn't 20 minutes on the stream. We aren't as unlucky as Floofy one was yesterday, having to do like a 35-minute level and a 30-minute level. That must have been really fun. So, you are all on the screen. You refresh the level as to make sure that there is no level edit. Here's the 2 30 minutes and a 35. Oh my god, that's so long.
That's so long.
That's such a long stream. So the level is up to date. You two are good to play. So let's get ourselves. Actually, first of all, just make sure it does work, because I was messing with the timer stuff. So get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. We have started the timer, and we are on to our third round. A France win will give them the victory. Will give them the overall victory. Argentina victory will keep them alive. It's worth noting that France's score is a little bit higher. They gained 50 points during the break off of a missed run. That has now been accounted for, and we are now off. That could end up being a big deal. We'll see, because every point matters here, because the only way Argentina can win is on points difference. They would have to erase the 2-0 deficit.
Knight is a very interesting level to do this. Not only is it very long, but I know the gameplay in it is.
No.
It'll be very
I
interesting to see
assumed when
how
I
this goes.
was playing this level that like the second half would be the hardest, but both of the players told me that the first half was so hard to the point that we actually set the qualifying at 39%. So these players are already just about at qualifying. They actually wanted it earlier. We have a death from TGM. This is a big deal here because, on this match, there's points aren't as easy to come by as most of the other levels. Right. So we have our qualifying run. That part looks so cool.
Qualifying. So. As long as Netsi can round. Oh, there's a death for Netsi. I can see where it was, but at some points, 46 it looks like. Points on the board for Argentina. So now TGM's just gotta back to the drop and then hopefully.
Pretty big deal here.
The Knight Rider song is very good.
So
Thanks.
we do have our player info. Obviously, that we need to go over. I will take care of this one. TGM05 is 319 on the stats viewer and has completed Tartarus. We have Netzi 673 on the stats viewer. The hardest is Nutra. Both of these players are still very good at GD World Tournament, as you can see. Just the fact that they've already gotten this far. We have TGM at qualifying already.
Yep.
And Netzi's not too far behind.
Oh no.
That was a jinx.
Don't count out Netzi.
So will they reach qualifying? They will. They're at 39 now.
Oh, all right. Both players are qualifying. It's pretty far in. Really interesting. Oh, we had a death, and his first points on the board, 61. Still good amount of points. Puts back in the lead, but let's see here. It's got a very, very good run. Going for Argentina.
Later today, we will have a GD World Tournament summary of week 3 of the group stage. I know we've been waiting a little bit. Jarmes was away, but the video, I believe, has been completed and will be uploaded probably pretty shortly after this match on our official GD World Tournament YouTube channel. !GDWT in the chat to find out what that is. Please subscribe, as it's a new channel from what we used in the past for many reasons.
TGM looked like he turned banger song.
What?
Up
I see.
for a banger song, and Netzi last 10%.
I'm listening to a more banger song.
Oh, that's it. That's the level. That's the
level. The level ends early. So Netzi has gotten our first completion, which is going to be pretty helpful to Argentina, as TGM is, right now he's only at 18%. He's not so far, so the response isn't going to come so fast.
Exactly. So, considering how long this level is, our death is.
Look at how close the total score is, by the way. It's 3266 to 3183.
Oh, wow.
So if we can hold this up going into the last round, like we could reach a winner take all. There is a situation in which that does happen. It is if Argentina leads on wait, about this.
While you're thinking about it, we can say that TGM has got qualifying again. So
I believe if
more points on the board
an
for France.
Argentina win by a margin, yes. So an Argentina win by enough of a margin that puts them ahead on points would mean that they would have a winner take all, because like let's just say it's like 32-67 to 32-66 at the end of the round.
All right, both players are qualifying now.
That would mean that our last round, it's like no matter what happens, if one team wins, they win. If the other team wins, they win. Yeah. So we've never had a winner-take-all game before in GD World Tournament like this before. So in the event that Netzi can pull this off, it'll make it a bigger deal.
Still strong for both players. Yes, Jake, you do get 50 extra points for completing.
50 extra points for completing the level.
Alright, guys, I know you're all very excited to watch this match.
Oh my goodness! That is a lot of stuff.
It's a very exciting match. I know. I completely understand. But please just calm down.
That's okay. They can, as long as they're not saying like offensive stuff, because I think somebody was doing that before.
All right. Yeah,
we can flood the chat.
Sure. Keep the enthusiasm alive. Sure. All right.
I'm
TGM,
okay with it.
Last jump. There we go. Completion for TGM. That puts them back in the lead.
Completion back in the lead, but if you see that it's technically like Netzi is still winning, right? Because it's a 15-point gap and they're at 78.
Netzi's just piling on this one. It's very cool to watch. It's very cool to watch like Etsy got another completion. That's another 150 points. Putting them very far in the lead. As long as trying to get some complete. And honestly, that large lead is not.
This has been the craziest chat in GDWT, and it's on our Twitch channel. Maybe we should do more events on the official channel. Our plan is like because we give like hosts because I don't think there's a lot of hosts that we have that like wouldn't really agree to like stream on like their like on our YouTube, on our Twitch because like you know. Yeah. But there are it also could be nice for like other events too like that we could have like entirely on this channel.
Just looking at the chat is so funny.
There's definitely a very conflicting fan bases here between France and Argentina. Yeah, as I said, they kind of know each other well now, and kind of funny because like these two countries, they really like. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone in the chat, but like did these two countries have like anything against each other before the World Cup final?
Netsy, by the way, is back at qualifying.
Because so I'm kind of curious, like, do y'all have like a history of like this, or was just only something because of the World Cup final 2 years ago?
Yeah, I'm honestly not too sure.
Yeah, so. That was a hell of a game, by the way. That was maybe one of the greatest like sporting events I've ever seen. Oh yeah. Although I'm sure the French might not feel the same way.
Looks like people are more interested
in spamming TGM05 and that's
players, so.
Yeah.
Honestly, understandable.
Technically we got the same song twice, so I'm gonna skip it.
All right. Etsy is at the Gaiden duel, and TGM is in the last 10%. TGM is on his way to get another completion for France, which will put him back in the lead. Still's that qualifying.
Oh, I never noticed it said in that part it says 2077.
Oh yeah, it does.
Wow. Okay, so we have a completion TGM, which if you look at that, it's gonna restore their lead, but not for long, as Netsy is making a push for the taking the lead back. TGM really want to keep it close, because if you keep it close, then Argentina won't have an unconditional way of advancing. They'll have to advance conditionally, meaning they'll have to win by a certain margin.
All right, Netsy got another completion.
Right now, I just pull it up, I guess. Right now, that margin is 83.
That's crazy.
So, like, if the results stood as right now, Argentina would have to win by 83 points in the final round.
Yeah, dude, this chat is very passionate about their players. Really cool to see. People really care a lot about the match, which I mean, very, very valid.
I mean, it does matter. One, it's a rival match. One that when the moment I saw it, because I didn't even think about it, I was looking at all the possible matches, and because like obviously the odds that Argentina advanced are pretty low after match day 2 when they got third on Shinigami, right? But after match day 3 when they stole a spot from Germany away, we were all like, I was like, oh. And I still didn't think of it. It crossed my mind, and then when I finalized the matchups and I saw France Argentina, I was like, oh my god, are you serious? Oh, we have a death for Netsy. That's TGM's in qualifying. So. A completion would regain the lead again by just 15 points. But they're very much going to want that completion, and they do not get it. They do not get the completion.
Still shortens the lead.
76-point gap now with 18 minutes to go-ish. A little bit more than that.
Exactly. So both players are at the start of the level once again. We're basically reset.
Someone got banned. Oh yeah, it was that guy. Yeah. I gave them a timeout, but I guess they probably kept they said something they weren't supposed to, I'm pretty sure, and then I timed them out, and then they came back, and I guess they said it again, maybe?
I have no clue.
Oh no. I'll see. I'll look at all the bans and stuff after the stream and like discuss with staff members. But you know,
both players are approaching the
you
drop,
just banned the wrong person. Just you could do if you scroll up, you could look at you could do /unban.
Alright, well, both players, by the way, are at qualifying again.
Yeah, I just want to make sure nobody gets falsely banned. It was fixed.
It was fixed, yeah.
This chat's terrible?
What do you mean? This chat is awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Let's see, had another death. I think around 50 or something like that. Increases the lead once again for EGM, still going strong. Currently at 58, so.
Oh my god, this is so not fitting.
Get some more points.
The song is so not fitting. You wanna listen?
Oh, this song. Yeah.
You can keep the headphones on.
That's no big deal. If you wanna just put them down, you can.
It's like, yeah, look how intense this is. And I'm like, beginning what's called like the cave in the sky or something.
Whatever.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so,
man, last 10% of the gameplay.
Oh my goodness.
We will see.
This
Netsi
is so
once
hectic.
again reaching qualifying.
You can see Netsi has the lead. Netsi has to win, or else France will
yeah, I know.
Will take it.
It's not making it easy for Argentina. Another completion. It's back in the lead.
Although not for long. Technically, Argentina's still winning, right? Because they're past qual,
right.
and that's gonna be more than 25.
Exactly. So that's depending on where Netsi ends up with this run. How much more? This is actually a very close match.
It really is.
Depending on how this run goes. For Netsi, much bigger lead in the
way bigger lead here, because that's gonna be a big deal here, because you know a completion will again restore that old lead that they had a little bit further back ago.
Exactly.
It won't be so far, although if the thing is the quals are so soon here, which is very interesting.
In like the last little stretch and like yeah, completion for Netsi. Oh.
Netsi takes the completion, putting them up by 125 points, meaning TGM needs a completion to restore the lead.
Yep. Half the time is gone, pretty much about halfway through. Definitely still plenty of time to
I thought this level was longer than like 2 minutes 40 seconds. For some reason I thought this was like a 3 minute.
I think it's close to 3 minutes.
It's not, because if it was 3 minutes, it would have been a 35-minute thing instead of 30.
Really? Gotcha. It is around.
Yeah, it's like 240 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's right, because we don't count end screen time, so it might be a little bit more. Because we use the NLW time, which doesn't include.
Okay, but TGM absolutely needs this one to be good. But
Oh,
we'll see what
a little bit of a
exactly
frozen
what
stream. So here you
TGM
go.
can make of
Netsi
this, so.
is there, just about getting to reach Carmel. They did get past that wave that killed them earlier.
So this is good for TGM. This is
Carmel's
good for France.
part, right? So they're at Carmel. That would get them back to qualifying.
Oh, for Netsi, yeah.
For Netsi. And they have basically, yep, they have reached qualifying. So now it's just gonna be a duel of you know, who can get like the furthest here, who can get the completion. A death from TGM would not be great, but the level does end early, so he's basically at like 90% right now. He's getting very close to the end here. France needs, well, Argentina needs to win. France technically doesn't need to win.
Right.
But a win for France to make it over, right?
Yeah. There it is.
And that's the triple.
Completion.
TGM gets the completion.
That's another 150 points.
Netsy's still technically in the lead though, because of, you know, that they're in qualifying right now. It just hasn't updated yet.
I think the last 2 points for France are last couple of last.
Is this the largest stream you've ever been on, like, that isn't a raid? People actually came here to watch us?
Oh. I was part of the charity stream that Doggy did.
You were in that?
I was in the 1 Alpha Helix stream. The one where you guys remember, if you guys have seen that stream, it's the one where 1 Alpha Helix got to have to beat a random main list and he got silent club step.
Oh.
That clip. That part. I think that stream was a lot bigger because. Speaking of huge things, Netsy got another completion in. So that puts Argentina hugely in the lead. TGM is once again goes back to qualifying. Honestly, that's very interesting and alive. Both teams. I'm really glad that you guys are passionate.
Jeez, this is crazy.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
It's awesome to see, like, we're getting actually pretty close to being able to crown a GD World Champion, which, you know, is something that the Demon List couldn't do. The fact that I could say I did something the Demon List couldn't is pretty funny, actually.
That is pretty funny. Jam is good with this one. Netsy is not too far away from qualifying as well.
I think he's struggling to hear you again. I don't know. Bring the mic even closer to you.
Just kind of right here. Yeah, there. That should
Cool.
be better.
Yeah, mic's closer to you since you talk quieter, so it should even us out a little bit better.
Yeah, 100%.
So we have just about 10 minutes left.
A little bit more.
We're about to reach the final third.
Yep.
You can see both are at qual. Again, TGM is approaching. Yeah, we've pretty much been at a stalemate for this whole time. For
I know.
Basically we've been in a stalemate for like 15 minutes. Like.
Yep.
Which.
Yeah, TGM reaching the very
interesting.
end, and Netsy still getting points for Argentina. So.
Oh, a death from Netsy.
Wow, and a completion
and
for
what
TGM.
that's gonna do is it will still put. Wait, yeah, it still puts Netsy in the lead, but it does even us out now. It's a 29 point gap.
It's not like 129 now. It's only 29. So.
And they're both at like around the same place. Now we went from like differing to like the same.
Exactly.
So we are going to be in a very interesting spot going into this final round here. Or not final, it's penultimate round of our match. Although if France wins, I mean, we're still gonna let them play, obviously, but you know, it would be France going to the semifinals of the GD World Tournament playing against South Korea. That would be your opponent.
Exactly.
Unless Argentina has something to say about it, which they might.
They might, yeah.
I mean,
Netsy's doing a really good job.
If you're looking at the points
Argentina
difference,
alive.
it's looking like it won't be an unconditional winner take all. So we might, the last opponent would probably be forced to be able to complete the level by a certain margin in the event that Netsy does take this. However, it does also
Netsy has qualifying again.
It also leads us to the possibility of our first blown 2-0 lead if Argentina can pull it back, which would be actually a reverse of what happened in the World Cup final, where actually Argentina blew a 2-0 lead.
Exactly. And
they did end up winning, but they still did blow a 2-0 lead.
And there was a death for Netsy.
There's a death for Netsy. Here we go. TGM with the chance to make it way harder for them to be able to pull this off, and a win will give it for France in 3 narrow matches. I mean, all of these have been so competitive, and we have a death from TGM.
Oh man, that would have been.
In fact,
that would have been
I'm pretty sure that's they haven't updated the score yet. Where did they die at?
I think it was only like the 50s, so I don't think it was enough to put them in the lead.
Yeah, but how come it's 7? Should it be 70?
Oh, because
there you go, 22.
Because Netzi died first, and then TGM died after.
So it's 22. So that'll put the margin even less, and you can see Netzi still has a lead, like time-wise as well.
Exactly.
So now Netzi's gained back control of this match, which even though they died.
Yep.
So we're about to reach qual percent here. Can Netzi do that?
Yep.
2, 3. Here we go. They have that is still qualifying. That is qualifying.
That's 39. Only 7 minutes left, so not much time left. But maybe we can get in 2 completions, maybe 3 if we're being a little. So
Netzi set
envious.
a record that might not ever be broken. Is the earliest qualifying percentage in GD World Tournament history. Because like, there's not many levels you can die at 39 and still qualify, right? So
yeah. Well, considering
the level ends early.
Considering Knight Rider is extremely long.
It's long and it ends early.
Yeah, exactly. So 39 is honestly a pretty.
It's
good
like
spot.
more like 45.
Yeah, 39 is honestly a very good spot for.
Yeah, some of them wanted it earlier, but I kind of had to like say like, no, we can't go earlier than that.
Yeah, I mean the beginning may be the hardest.
Oh, we have a death from TGM.
Was it qualifying?
No, I don't think so. Was it? No, yeah, it was. It was.
Oh, it was.
It was. I can check actually. It was. Oh, it's 41.
Gotcha.
So now we have a qualifying run right here from Netzi, because he did get past the timing this time.
Yep.
So we are at a 20-point deficit, with Netzi still in relative control when it comes to them being ahead, meaning that they might get the extra time. If we do a Koeo race, we could have like the qualifying percent at like 9.
Oh, really? Oh, death for Netzi. I didn't see where the percentage was. I think it was around the 40s or something. Yeah, 49. So that puts him in the lead by an even larger margin. Jam's just gotta hold his own. Get another completion and it would be huge. That would put France in the lead by 100, which then causes more problems for Argentina.
That would, it would not necessarily be the greatest deal here, because now you can see that TGM, well, actually, arguably Netzi still has Destiny. It's just like, because if they both beat the level, keep beating the level, it's unlikely that TGM is gonna get the extra attempt.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking about this right now, right there. The 240. Yeah, probably not. It would be close. Maybe they would have.
Okay.
Why are you just commenting "Go Africa"?
Sure, dude. Go Africa.
Oh wait. Oh, I think I know why. Yeah, no. Let's not.
Oh, okay. My bad. I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah, my bad.
All right. Well, anyway.
If that's what they meant.
Both players are at qualifying, so EGM is getting
I would like to
closer.
see an African team, and it's just like hard because there aren't really that many.
Yeah.
But like that'd be like crazy.
Oh, that's a death for Netzi. Not good for Argentina.
Like,
depending on how well this run goes for TGM.
There's probably enough like Moroccan GD players to have like it wouldn't be like they'd probably be like a different tournament with like easier levels, right?
Yeah.
But they actually have like a community, and that's the only country I could think
Look
of
at this.
there that
EGM took back the lead.
So TGM is in the lead, though. You can see. So a fail from Netzi is gonna spell them in pretty big trouble. Now it's gonna be it's a 26-point lead. Oh, they both died. They both died at the same time.
They're at like the same.
They're almost synced. They both died. So a France win will absolutely give them the victory. And actually could give us a point where Argentina could get more points and still lose, which would be pretty unfortunate.
That would be pretty insane.
But we'll see. I mean, if France could manage a sweep, that would be something too.
Looked like Netzi started out incredibly hot, but then towards the end, kind of started to taper out a little bit. So, that's the whole thing with this. The 30-minute timer is to have the endurance to level it many more times. So, endurance is definitely a huge aspect for this tournament.
You can see Netsuke is a little bit ahead. I think TGM got a death. So if they reach qualifying here, that's going to be very important. Netsuke could do this and another completion after this. Probably actually so can TGM. Yeah.
Yep.
They both have two completions. They could probably score a max of 300. So, actually that means right now TGM, if performs perfectly, they will win.
They will
TGM
win.
must die in order for Argentina to win.
Right, but Netsuke also has to stay basically in it. Yep, and it looks like there it is. TGM is at qualifying.
So now TGM is at qualifying. So now we just have to see who dies here because
exactly.
a death from TGM would almost all but make it it would make it really hard for them to win.
Yep.
I don't know if it makes it mathematically impossible. I don't think so. So we have they've gotten to the slow part. Netsuke, they got to the break.
We're at the 70s. All right.
They must be pretty nervous because I would imagine these players probably know that they're pretty close to being done.
Yeah.
I feel like you could just kind of tell.
Definitely. Netsuke has got to beat this and then get another attempt started, which, it's only a minute left. There's still plenty of time to do it.
Or they can also hope for a TGM fail in their second attempt, right?
Right.
So, so they're just about to reach the end. 85, 86, 87, right? I think there's going to be a triple. Once you get past
triple around
here,
90.
there's a triple here, and it's just this one last jump. They do get past the jump. So, right now, Netsuke's going to take a lead for a little bit by 124.
Yep.
If TGM fails to beat the level, then actually it would still not be over because right now he will complete it in time. The end screen is they're definitely a fine spot. So no matter what happens, we're still not done yet. We have 38 seconds, and then we will stop and then the timer will be done.
Right, unless TGM manages to fail this triple. But knowing TGM, yeah. That wasn't gonna happen. No.
So TGM does get the completion here. So we are down to the end here. If if beyond zero Argentina dies, then that will be it, and France will take another narrow win. If not, then as long as if there's a death from TGM early and Netsuke can get the qual, then that would be it.
All right.
That would be all it takes.
Up.
Time is up.
So last attempt for both players.
Will France book their ticket to the semifinals?
Or
will we continue? Well, we're gonna continue regardless, but will they still have a chance to advance at the end here?
We will see. It all depends on how Netsuke does and if TGM can catch
So
up with
Netsuke has gotten to qualifying. So at the moment, they're in the lead. TGM has to get back to qualifying to steal that back.
Exactly. No.
But a double completion would obviously, that would give France a 26-point win.
Yep. Netsuke just needs to maintain his composure.
At Carmel, I think that part's pretty annoying if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Will they die at Carmel?
I'm not too sure.
So. There's been a couple deaths there. Let's see, 37, 55. Oh, there's a death of 56!
Oh, that...
Okay. Does that do it? I think it does, yeah, because that's going to be it. And they died! They both died! But that's going to be an 11-point win for France!
Oh my god, no way.
France takes it by 11! And France will play South Korea in the semifinals of GD World Tournament. Wow!
That is insane. Yeah, TGM just barely got the win.
Just barely took that qual.
Wow, that is nuts. That was very close at the end for both players.
So
yeah, look at that.
Now it's impossible for France will be advancing. So I am going to I will say I believe we have an interview request. Wait, you're TGM Netsuke, so no interviews. So,
yes, no, that's for the next one.
So that
pretty much does it for this match. So,
I mean, unless, yeah, I mean, there isn't much you could do now. I mean, if you want to, like, you know, we'll see. But that's all it's gonna do for this. It's no, ultimately pretty close. All three of these were within a completion.
Oh yeah.
This one was within 11 points.
I know. This was probably probably the second most. In comparing this and the Cooley Mazy Palooza match were very similar. Both of those matches, the players were incredibly close, and it was very entertaining to watch. So, well done to both TGM and Netsu. That was incredibly entertaining. You guys played amazingly. So, good job to both of you.
Yeah, no, TGM, you didn't just like you like scraped by that win in order to take it. The Group C winners take down the Group B runners-up.
Yeah.
So we will head into break, and that will be
5 minutes this time, not 7.
It'll just be 5 minutes, as our regular break time is, and we will see you then.
Yep. Our very last round will be
Spirit House.
Spirit House.
Well, we are
right.
back here.
Welcome back, everyone.
So we have our 2 players. Oh, and I forgot to do that again.
Nice.
So, even though we have we already settled the series, we're still gonna let them play, obviously, because it's not really fair to just tell like Reflex you can't play anymore. Plus, they want to keep it competitive. So, can France get a 4-0 sweep, or will Argentina take a set and think about how it actually could have been them winning in just that little, in just a couple events went right?
Exactly. Oh.
So, let's see.
Alright, so, without further ado.
So, I will undeafen, as we do have a player interview.
Let's get this started.
Hello, Reflex, as Reflex agreed to an interview, I believe. They're wrong.
That's what it said. Not sure if that's changed.
Reflex, there.
Hello.
Reflex. It's honestly, it's kind of hard because I feel really bad because like there isn't really much for me to ask. I mean, how was the tournament for you like up to this point? Was it fun?
This was like so hype. I really enjoyed every single part of it.
We do plan on hosting like possible like other events. I know that like there was a bit of confusion because originally there was like another event that's going on right now, and I wanted to delay it, but like the host was like, no, we have to hold it in August, and so like we can't really affiliate ourselves, so we might actually running another like America like GD competition, even though there's already one going on right now. But maybe that can happen. It kind of depends on what people want, because we also have to do like level races as such. Like we have a couple extreme demons that need to be able to do.
Yep.
But is there anything else you want to say? Just like because obviously you're going to be able to. You're kind of like the only voice for Team Argentina that we have today.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just thankful that I got to play here, and I'll try to do better next
and
time.
Try to and see if you could take this last set as to make it more exciting. So with that, I think both of you can go to the level screen.
Let's get this show started.
And over here we there's up to date, right? Spaghetti, Spirit House, right. Refresh the button. Up to date, up to date, up to date, up to date, up to date,
like we're
up to
all
date.
good.
All right, up to date. All right, let's do this. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. We have our timer started, and we are into our next round, which is gonna be Spirit House.
It's almost a very interesting.
Very interesting. Electrix is not a Spirit House victor. However, he is a Renovant victor.
Yeah, which is, same song, but completely different level. So, can't really.
What do you mean? You just slap a Mario onto it.
Oh, true. Yeah, you just put a
and
boo
it's
in there.
You
And
just
perfect.
put boo, and then
Exactly.
it's Spirit House.
You're right. I didn't think of
So, I'll just go over some of our player info, as we do have that. I'll start over with Reflex, even though I did France first all the other times. They're 447 on the stats viewer, and their hardest is Zodiac.
Yep. I did check that, so it should be
Mr.
right.
Spaghetti is so he might be 672 on the stats viewer, but he might as well be like top 10 because his accomplishments besides the demon list are absolutely insane. He has over 100 creator points, almost 200 extremes, 6,700 demons plus, and not to mention number 4 on the stars leaderboard.
Yeah.
And has also completed Thinking Space. So, like...
Yeah, you guys all know Spaghetti.
I'm sure you do. He's probably the most like known player out of all the ones that we have.
He needs no introduction.
So Spaghetti kind of just gets to help run like the effective victory lap. As,
exactly.
It's not the worst deal if they lose.
Yeah, really. There's not really too much pressure on this race.
No,
it's just a matter of
just have fun. And you have the opportunity to play in front of, I don't know how many people are here, probably about like 80, 90 people, a little less than 100.
Exactly.
And have the opportunity to play in front, and like that's ultimately what we're about. I mean, we have show matches, even less than this, so.
Real.
So, next week, I'll just mention, we still have Brazil, Mexico, Argentina, and Romania have all yet to play in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And that's how we'll find out who our semifinalists are. Both of these players are reaching qual, though.
They're at like the exact same percentage, pretty much.
I love how it just like shifts into like that darker tone. It feels like he died.
I know.
There's that terror.
All right, and this is this is.
Doesn't that part like kind of suck in Renevent?
Renevent, yeah, it has really stupid green arc time.
Yeah, those look easier though.
Yeah. No, this level is definitely easier than Renevent.
Yeah, it's still quite challenging.
Right, yeah, no. Definitely don't want to put Spirit House to shame.
And we have a death from Reflex.
Spaghetti's still going.
Spaghetti is still going. I mean, if we'll see if Spaghetti gets 88, so it's a 10-point gap. So we might still be able to put on a pretty good show here.
Oh yeah, definitely. This will be an interesting matchup, despite having no real like.
That was curious. Like if you look there, Reflex, if Argentina wants to like win on points, like total points, then even though they wouldn't advance, like you need to win by like a little less than 300. So,
exactly.
If you want to at least have that as a goal, then yeah. The reason why like we don't do that anymore is because it meant that like levels like Knight Rider would have meant like nothing in comparison to the other level because it was so long. So also our group stage kind of worked like this, so it kind of be unfair to just like switch the total points for the knockout stage.
Exactly.
Now France could be France, if they could win this in close fashion, they could get as I would like to call the 2024 for any NBA fans, you got the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals where the Boston Celtics managed to get a sweep despite winning like each game like barely.
I know, yeah. I
so it's like that might be like what this is, where it's like even though it could be a sweep, it's like it doesn't mean that the other team played bad. It actually quite the opposite.
Yeah. If Reflex can win with points, that would be insane.
Also that too, if they can win on points, that would be just show just how close that was.
Exactly. Like it shows like France may have won 3-1, but
they could still win 4-0. We'll see.
They could still win 4-0, or Reflex could make it 3-1.
France would be the highest. So due to the fact that Canada got eliminated, France is currently the highest ranked team and would actually be the favorite to enter the final.
Reflex dying once again at that wave.
Off of group stage performance, France is the favorite to enter the final. However, if you saw how South Korea played, they really did come to play. So they won't be an easy opponent.
France is going to have to really...
They're historically... there's multiple points in GD history where South Korea was just flat out the best GD country.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe 2024 is the return to that, to South Korea being like that. Or maybe a new age where France, or even Romania, if they could somehow pull it off. Isn't that awesome that Romania is in the quarterfinals of all countries?
That is actually insane.
They were one of only like two like small countries, there were three small countries that qualified. They were Finland, Norway, and Romania. And Romania was the only one that qualified, but Norway got close.
Right.
Norway was literally like, actually Korea being in the semis, they're actually kind of lucky to be in the semis because
Reflex dying right before qualifying.
They're lucky to be in the semifinals because they arguably should have been knocked out in the groups. It was only Emiliano from Mexico actually bailed out South Korea by by preventing Norway from getting the extra points that would have given them the win.
Exactly.
So yeah, they got bailed. And now they could win the whole tournament. If that ends up happening, then Mexico would be like the whole reason why.
That'd be absolutely insane,
actually. France had like zero troubles in their group. Like
I can imagine.
Both France, because France and Australia were in that group, and the other teams were Chile and Spain, and they absolutely kicked the hell out of Chile and Spain.
Right.
Spain was like Spain didn't get any points because the other countries just did so well, and then also Quattrocientos just decided not to show up for their match.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, France is a very, very good team. I don't blame.
It's interesting because we weren't sure because France actually had a lot of dropouts, so like a lot of their top players like actually didn't want to play, but it didn't seem to matter because actually initially Spaghetti wasn't able to play, but he was able to play for this round as a effective fill-in, I believe, for Rose, and it didn't end up mattering because they ended up winning even if Spaghetti didn't show up.
All right, well, Rayflex has got another qualifying run, so got 4 points. Increase the lead more for Argentina in this match.
Make sure to follow our channel and follow my channel and Electrix's channel. I mean, I don't stream too often anymore, but maybe I should go back into it because I do like being on like face cam and doing stuff like that because
I don't really do face cam.
He doesn't do
stuff,
face
but
cam.
I love streaming.
But
streaming's always been.
It might be nice. Like in a sense, though, it's pretty nice that you have that like out the window. Like the fact that you can say you have done a face cam stream before now, when I don't think you have. 71 from Spaghetti,
that's for
right?
Spaghetti, yep.
So that pulls it up to a 73-point deficit.
France, yeah. I can understand if Spaghettis are trying so
it's
hard
hosts.
anymore, though. I can understand if Spaghetti's not trying so hard anymore, especially considering France is already.
Yeah, no, originally Asa for the Win was supposed to do this stream. He told me like not last night but the night before, in the middle of the night, he said like I can't host anymore. So
oh really?
So it was gonna be Asa for the Win. But,
interesting. Okay.
He didn't want to anymore. So I basically was just like, all right, I guess I don't really want to fish for hosts again. Like and risk them not showing up, so I just decided like.
Oh, looks like new best for Rayflex.
So I remember you were coming over on Sunday, and the match was on Sunday. So I was like, why don't I just, how would you just like have the match?
Perfect time.
We could broadcast it. Italian, but you support. Oh my God, the Italian government is here. That's crazy.
That's insane, dude.
Oh man.
But you support France. Okay.
You support France.
Good to know.
I see. I guess you two having those like two islands right next to each other.
Wait, by the way, look at the total points.
Oh.
It's like 6 away.
It's 6 away.
They're literally 6 points apart. Like.
God, I kind of wish that Argentina won the last one. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but like, could you imagine like how much like our hearts would be pounding if like.
It would be for a crazy match for sure.
If they just did that, then this would literally be like the decider match.
Exactly.
But, no, that's not the format our tournament has. Luckily for France, though, because they said they kind of brought in Spaghetti semi last minute.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, I mean France is an absolutely amazing team. So. The first three matches were incredibly intense. France was able to pull away with the wins all 3 times. So. Now, even without Spaghetti, they're very, very good. So. Both teams here are very good. It's not just France. Argentina has very strong players as well. Got about 9 minutes left on this race. You guys have had fun watching, by the way. This has been a very entertaining stream to have, and I hope all of you in chat have been enjoying this entire matchup.
It's good for us too, because it's awesome to see like. It's kind of crazy because it's like our GD World Tournament Hub stream streams are like getting like the same amount of views as like a lot of our like other streams, even though like we have like barely any. Like I think we have like 180 followers. We might have more now after this stream. We'll have to check after. Follow our Twitch channel, by the way, people. That'd be awesome if you followed our Twitch channel.
Reflex just get qualifying?
We plan on having.
You might have just missed it.
Oh, did I? So that again, it's 4672, 4666.
Yeah. So.
You know, France has a little bit of a lead on that.
I know.
So
6
just
points,
8 minutes
which is
left.
Crazy.
I love the death effect that Spaghetti has. It just goes boom.
Oh, you did get 52? Oh, that sucks.
Spaghetti probably has like literally like every single possible thing you could get in this game almost. He has like the creator points. He has like all the stars.
Stars, demons, yeah.
Well, if he has all the moon stuff. I mean, I don't think can you get all the moon achievements yet?
10,000, I think so. No.
Can you even get 10,000 moons? Is there enough levels to...
We're close. I don't know if we're exactly at 10,000. But I think we're
close. You
close.
actually play a lot more platformer than I've been doing recently.
Not that much. I've got around like 2K.
Well, I have 0 platformer streams.
I only have 2.
I plan to do Fury of 500 though soon.
Oh, I want to do that too.
Because I liked...
I heard it's bad. Or not bad.
I liked the other level. The how to platformer.
I heard Fury of 500 is really frustrating.
Kind of interesting because you wouldn't expect like Split 72 to make something like so infuriating.
Yeah, well,
right?
The reason why I think it's so infuriating is there's a part where you have to. There's literally like a 1 in 50 chance of passing.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and you have to like go around a room like a bunch of times until that 2% chance wins.
Percent chance.
Yeah, I know, literally.
It's almost like those streams. This is like 0.1% chance.
Oh yeah, those I love
the
those
thumbnails.
Those areas. All right, well, Spaghetti looks like he's about to get to qualifying, which puts more points on the board for France. And there you go. Don't count out Rayflex. Oh, never mind. Flex died at 46, and that's 59 from Spaghetti.
59. That's enough. That's enough to push the total score in a little bit of a better position.
Exactly. Oh.
It's crazy because this has the opportunity to be like literally the tightest like match in GD World Tournament history by like total score for like or like one of them, and yet still be a 4-0 sweep.
Song is giving fun vibes. Exactly.
Right now, it's not gonna happen. Song's giving fun vibes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what
I
you get.
believe the name of the song is Farmfield's Prairie from Triple Wars.
Oh, that
It's this
song.
one.
I was thinking of the Renovant song. Oh, that song, yeah.
That one's good.
Forgot we weren't listening to it.
Well, no, they're not listening to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's giving fun vibes, which is good because this match is pretty much like mostly for fun, right? So we don't need anything.
Now it's for fun, yeah. Oh, I think that was another death at 52 for Rayflex.
So like for the other ones, you played as like intense music or something, which surprisingly the series has like a good amount of intense music. People are like, "What do you mean?" They're like,
"Oh, you're right. You're right. You got a point there."
Yeah, we all like to pick like the way we do is like GD World Tournament hosts. Like we always like pick like a series or like an artist that we always stick with for. So like there's one that like plays like Mario music like there's one that does Terraria music, and like my specialty is Kirby music.
Kirby, which I mean makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because the songs are very very good. I had a couple.
Well.
One of our streams should do. One of our streams should do like Pokemon music as well. It's like, you know, it's popular enough that people know what it is, but not popular enough that everybody knows what the songs are. So I feel like when you just play like Mario 64 OST or something, it's like, okay, I know how Bomb on Battlefield sounds like.
Exactly. Yeah, Kirby songs.
Yeah, they're like a little like they're somewhat known, but like not as known. And usually, if they know them for one thing, they probably know it for Super Smash Brothers, because that's kind of like.
Exactly.
How was that with copyright? Nintendo was actually fairly like they used to be shit with copyright.
I was gonna say, yeah, they used to be terrible, but I think they're starting to be a little bit more.
We haven't had issues with game OSTs.
That's good.
No, they like.
Did you?
They gave in like I would say up until around like 2019.
Right,
they were the worst. If you had like a second of Nintendo game music audio, you were copyright struck, basically.
Right, well that's
Or unless you like joined like
spaghetti,
this, you had to join this thing called like the Nintendo Creator Program, and it was like the shittiest thing ever. They'd give you like 10% of the income, and then like Nintendo got like the other 90%. And so people stopped uploading videos on Nintendo games, and that's like why during like the Wii U era, like nobody, like a lot of people didn't upload videos because they didn't want to because they were been struck to hell. But now it's a lot more common because they've gotten a little bit better with that.
Right.
Which I'm definitely glad about, because obviously their OSTs are like usually really good.
No. Yeah, the OSTs. Good thing that Nintendo isn't being a complete idiot. Yeah.
They're still like that, like when it comes to like taking down like certain projects, but like I at least somewhat understand where they're coming from there. While like with this is like, okay, yeah, I'm using like, I mean technically it is by copyright standards. This is considered fair use because I'm using it towards the ability
that's more
of
points for Reflex, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, if Reflex completes it here, that'll put Argentina in the lead points.
Yeah, because fair use basically means you're just like, as long as you're not copying it, like if you're using someone else's work for something that's clearly your own, that's allowed by US law.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's considered fair use.
Gotcha. Right, well, we're at the last part for Reflex here.
I think they call it like transformative work or something like that.
But I mean, Reflex is very much in the lead
legal
here.
terms.
That was 87, I think.
So, off the tangent. We're winning one match, guys. Chill out. Oh no. No, they're good. Argentina was so close to winning the other ones that right now they're actually just barely behind on
37 points
on
behind.
total points. Which this would be painful if like this result stands and then like Argentina won the last round and they would have like barely lost on points difference or something.
Yeah, exactly.
They could still win on points difference, so it's barely anything.
They could, yeah.
47.90 versus 47.53, so it's gonna be 37 points.
Only about a minute and a half left. So.
Just about a minute and a half left for our final stream of this round, and then that would be all we would have for this quarterfinals, and then we will announce more information about the semifinals later. We don't know a lot. We still have to like draw the levels, go through like the players, deal with time zones.
Right. So what do we know so far about next week, like the country matchups?
Well, I know for a fact that it's Brazil versus Mexico and Romania versus Australia.
Okay. Cool. Those will be the next quarterfinals.
So we have a qual run, which actually will mean that Argentina will lead on points, which means that they really were that close to winning. Like literally, if just like a little bit more on that Knight Rider attempt would have meant a likely Argentina victory, because Argentina has effectively secured victory on this round, so they will not get swept. They avoid the sweep.
They do avoid the sweep, unless
no, it's not possible because they're it's 192 and there's only 30 seconds left. So they have avoided the sweep. Right, and Argentina was really that close to making it to the semifinals.
Spaghetti hasn't been showing so much progress on. No, it's not really needed.
It's funny because it's like nobody's real fault. Like there's nobody like you could say, oh, they lost because of this person. Because
I know, everyone was very evenly matched, but it just came down to who got luckier at the end.
Yeah, well, it's mostly just like the last attempt for everybody.
Alright, so yeah, this is the last.
We're gonna skip to the last attempt for this stream, and it would have all been
56 for Spaghetti. That's the end. Spaghetti, because that's the last attempt.
So 48, 46, and then if they get to 53, which they have, so that will do it. That means that Argentina actually wins on points, meaning that had any of those other three matches gone Argentina's way, if Cooley Mazy Paloozi was just had that one last attempt where they died towards the end, if that was a completion, Argentina would have won. If on Knight Rider, if that was just 12% more, Argentina would have won. If I forgot, Darkened was a little bit further away, so I don't think it was like that close, but it was still pretty close.
It was still very close.
It was like 2 completions-ish.
Yeah, it was like 70-something points. So, alright, last part for Reflex, and there you go.
And there you go. Reflex gets the completion, and I believe Mr. Spaghetti's not done for though, right?
No, Mr. Spaghetti is done.
Yep. He is done, okay.
Well, now
he's done.
Alright, that's
it.
So,
we have figured it out. It is France 3, Argentina 1. France advances against South Korea, as we confirmed. On points, though, Argentina 49-81, France 48-46.
Yeah, very, very
unfortunate
close.
For Argentina because they really were that close.
Yeah, it was a very close match overall. But, yeah, well done to both teams. Everyone played amazingly. This was a very fun.
I kind of wish that this was like the third match and the other one, like the other one was the fourth match, because that would have been like the most ridiculous thing. It would have been like Knight Rider for the win.
Yeah. What are you gonna
do?
Oh
wow, it is thundering.
Oh.
It is raining a lot out there.
Pouring outside.
Yep.
All right.
It's very.
Well, that was fun.
Much
that was
like
a lot
that.
of fun.
And so, Reflex, is there anything more you'd like to speak before we wrap up the stream? Got the win?
Not really.
You did what you could do. You really did.
Yeah.
So, it was just that tight. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. That would do it for our event. Is it gonna let me raid people? Because like before it was like doing this like weird thing where it's like you couldn't raid people, but like weren't accepting the raid. Let me see who's live.
That was fun. Did you have fun, Patrick?
I had fun.
You had fun. I had fun too. I hope you guys all had fun as well, because this was a very, very, it was a very entertaining stream, I think, for all of us to watch.
Who could we raid here? The raid Tricipital, but I don't know how much they would care about a building stream. Richie has enough viewers, that's a mod request.
Is anyone playing any of the levels that we played? Bloodlust 60. Bad.
We give.
Let's see. Red Bull.
First ever hard demon, funny pain geometry dash demon. What is this?
I know who Task God is.
Oh my goodness! Should I raid them for the funny?
Good.
No, we're supposed to be serious. It's GDWT tournament.
I know who Task God is.
Task God? All right, I'll raid Task God. Is there? I think they're pretty good. Oh,
he is like the apex creature, basically.
Slash raid Task God underscore.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
Everyone
I'll
join
see you all on a later date.
All right.
Hi everybody. Holy shit.
Hey guys.